Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a little mani I'm gonna do today, and I have on my Appraise Gel X nail extensions in round natural short or natural round short, whatever. So these are the same tips I've had on. This is going on my third week, I believe, with these same tips. These things, they definitely last. After this mani, I will probably soak them off and change them, though. You can do fills on them, and I might do a fill just to show you guys how to do that in a video. But I don't like to do the fills because, you know, they get gunk down in there and stuff that you can't get out. I just like to change them every so often. A fresh set, you know. And I have on my UNT pill base, of course. That's absolutely fine with me. He's missing out. Today was just my breaking point. And I'm going to be using Cascade Colorworks base coat and activator, dip base and activator. For dips, I have my Kiara Sky Beeman, CN Designer Dips Not So Innocent, and CN Designer Dips Thank You Next.
About our relationship. Me and Michaela got into a small argument. I'm not really sure what's going through Michaela's mind, whether it's that she doesn't want to get married right now, or that, you know, she just feels like maybe I'm not there. I'm not really sure, but I just wish you'd do more of it.
I'm not sure what's going on. These two are supposed to be getting married in a couple weeks. I know Michaela is under a lot of stress right now because she just moved in with Kaylin. Tim's health hasn't been the best of late, and I know she's worried about him a lot. I have no clue what's going on, and it's really frustrating.
It bothers me that Michaela wouldn't tell me that she was breaking with me, that I had to hear it from her grandma first, and I haven't really heard from her. She's been avoiding me, so I guess this is just what's gonna happen. So I feel like it's just easier for Michaela to break up with me rather than, tell me, I don't want to get married. She just kind of like gets up, runs away, and like takes time to herself. And
okay, I have my little spoon here. I'm going to stir them all up. Get them good and fluffed.
So he's kind of clueless as to what went on too.
Yeah, 3 weeks before the wedding, we're supposed to.
I'm wiping it off in between so that I don't, cross contaminate with them.
Sad for Timmy and
Why? He's the happiest kid I know.
well, I know, but it's still his dad.
He's his biological father. He's not his dad.
Throwing it everywhere.
A dad is someone that takes care of their kids.
Hello? Huh? When are you coming back?
Once Timmy gets back.
Okay, well, that's where you was at. He didn't even know where you were at.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
Well, he said this all started this morning.
No, it didn't. It's been happening for months.
Well, this is the kind of crap they put Cindy and I through. They're supposedly gonna get married.
And if you want to know about this mani, you can check it out in the previous video.
They gotta stop this crap.
They bring all this back onto us again, and I just don't think it's healthy for Tim because he's
From
trying
Christine,
to recuperate
what's on
and
my
get
other
back being better.
hand?
So why didn't you say something?
Because I didn't know what I wanted to do about the wedding, and I didn't want to tell you that we were fighting and stuff because I knew you would make you tell me not to get married and stuff.
Oh, I didn't think about how I was going to do this. Okay, I got it.
Then you already said not to get married, and then we couldn't. But things never got better, so.
I know I put my family through a lot with planning a wedding and financial issues and having a baby young, but I have some personal stuff that I haven't discussed discussed with anyone, and it's put some things into perspective for me. And I don't think right now is the right time to get married. I just kind of feel lost.
Okay, love you too.
Let me see. I think I got that just a little bit everywhere.
Here you go.
This sweet baby girl.
Oh, it's so
precious.
puffy.
Oh, baby.
We just arrived at home with Ava, and there's still no sign of Max. So I'm not gonna let this ruin the moment. My family's in town, and they're super excited. And these are all people that Chloe are close with, you know.
Lord, this is one bright pink. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it, but I think it's gonna be a messy one to work with. Okay, so not these two, so go to this one.
41 weeks, me and my mom kind of butt heads and would get in arguments. Now she is my biggest supporter, and I couldn't ask for a better mom. She's always going to be the person that's going to be there for me no matter what.
Yeah, just rest, dude. You did not sleep at all yesterday, all day. So you really seriously just need to get some rest. Well, the help's here. The help. All right, love you. Max promised Chloe that he was going to be there with her through the entire pregnancy, and he hasn't followed through with any of that. I just think if Max doesn't step up, she can
I'm
find
gonna
somebody
try
better,
laying down.
and
Let's see
someone
if
that is
that
going to treat her
works.
the way that she should be treated.
It's less messy. It doesn't puff up at least, but woo, Lord have mercy.
She's mad at me saying I'm not here for her, but I'm just trying to get life insurance or health insurance for her. And then he sends me this text about it's a thing saying, do you have an appointment today at 12:45 of all days? He's doing it today. He didn't even stay at the hospital to see her get measured. He stayed, he got to hold her one time, and then he said, okay,
You
took a
took a
picture
picture,
to
took a
post.
picture, and threw
Yeah,
it
to show what a good daddy he is. And then he left.
If he wants to be an Instagram dad and come and take a picture with his daughter and then leave, that's absolutely fine with me. If that's the involvement that he wants, he's missing out. I'm watching your actions all the time.
Actions speak louder than words. And
Exactly.
you left.
I'm kind of done with their drama, the judgments coming from Nate and Jessica. I feel like I'm just gonna let them fly over my head now. I feel like there's nothing I really need to prove to them anymore.
Now I'm seeing the truth of it, because I really did think that he was going to just be there all the time, and now I'm like, it's going to get old. She needs to speak up now for it. I've done it, and she needs to see it.
Knowing now that it's not just affecting her, it's affecting Ava as well. I think Chloe might be opening her eyes a little bit, and this might have been, that straw that broke the camel's back. So it's sad, but it's not sabotage. He's doing it himself. He's making it seem like it's us, and it's him doing it. It's sad because he's missing out on this.
Yeah.
Yes, all these beautiful moments. I know. We don't need him, and we can make it without him, and we're here for Chloe, and that's it. But if he wants to be involved, great, but be there.
I don't feel great about leaving Lucas and Laura behind while I go to boot camp.
I just think you can't really fully appreciate how much your family means to you until you're taken away from them for a while.
So,
Sacrifices somewhere.
something I'm gonna talk about, I guess.
I was waiting for things to get better, so I thought it would. and then
I
get
have
married.
never really been
But things
on
never got
this
better.
iced
Just breakup
coffee
was
craze
fun for me because
that these
it
kids
just
do
got to a
these
point where
days.
every time I looked at 'em,
I know everybody's like in love with Dunkin' Donuts and everything, and Starbucks and all that, but I've never been able to get into that stuff. Alright, for this nail, this is my first time doing this, so I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna attempt to do one of those like color blocking things. I've never done this. I don't know how it's gonna go. I got some painter's tape, obviously a lot bigger pieces than I needed. Let me tear this down some.
3 hours later, they're
Oh my
okay.
gosh,
Sometimes
guys,
it's
you know
2
what?
days.
I did not put
So it's been 1 day. So
I
I'm
did
gonna wait
not
2.5
put my
tomorrow.
peel off base coat on. I just remembered. Oh my god, I did not.
I've been
Wow.
experiencing
Okay.
being unhappy for
I'm losing
a
it.
few months now and feeling
Okay.
lonely, and I
So,
have a personal issue that I'm
because
dealing with.
I pulled that off and I thought, oh god, it's going to pull my
I think
base
that
coat
every
off. And then I remembered I didn't put it on.
You know,
I even showed it to you guys at the beginning of the video, but I never even put it on. Wow. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I hope this is like in the middle. I hope it's even. Because once it's done, it's done. I don't. Ugh. Gosh, guys, I've never done this before, but I hope this goes well. Okay, back to my little what I was talking about. Wait a minute, that's not down in that cuticle part very good. Okay.
And then we won't be fighting, hopefully.
I have tried drinks at Starbucks, and I thought they were all just as nasty as they could be, just ugh, so bitter and stuff. I don't know how anybody wants to drink that. And I've tried, McDonald's, I've tried Dunkin' Donuts, I've tried all of them, and they're just terrible. I don't know why anybody would want to drink that stuff. It's not good. So, I just take my regular old classic hot coffee, put my International Delights creamer all in it, and just yummy it up, and I put Splenda in it, but you could do sugar, whatever, but I do Splenda, and it's so freaking good. Right now I'm hooked on that Starbucks. It's a Starbucks creamer that you just buy at the grocery store. It's a cinnamon, something cinnamon. Oh, and it's just delicious. But anyway, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and got my kids their drinks one day, a couple weeks ago, and I picked one up for my husband because occasionally he'll drink them, so I picked him one up. And what I got them was called salted caramel something signature latte, something to that effect. And it was like so freaking good. And I wanted that. I just took a little sip of his and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. So he's like, well, you can have it. So like I drink it up. It was amazing. So I wanted another one. Like I was not able to get that drink out of my mind. And I was on my way to work and I was a little bit early, so I ran by Dunkin' and got me another one. Now this one wasn't quite as good as the first one I had, but it was still very good. So I think I'm just gonna lay down in this one.
Fatherhood going for you so far, Tyler? What do you think? It's awesome. Yeah, just taking care of a little baby.
So,
Yeah. Can't wait to take him hunting.
I went,
Teach him how to wrestle.
let's see,
He's already trying to crawl.
2 days ago, I'm thinking, I think it was like March 16th or 17th. I went and tried to get another one, and they said it's been discontinued. And I was like, no, I finally got something here that I like and I could drink, and thought it was so amazing. I can jump on this iced coffee train that everybody's on, and they discontinue it. Isn't that my luck? So I was kind of telling the guys, like, well, is there anything that's kind of like that, that's yummy like that? And he's like, oh yeah, we have just the regular caramel, not the salted caramel, but the regular caramel. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try that. But it was terrible, So bitter. Tasted just like drinking black coffee.
In order to make sure
And,
you have a better childhood than I did,
so,
gotta make sacrifices
ugh,
somewhere.
I don't know about this. So then,
I just think you
I-
can't really fully
oh,
appreciate
that's
how
not
much your
even,
family
like,
means to you until
at
you're
all.
taken away from
That
them
looks
for
terrible.
a while.
Look at that.
It really hits you.
I think, I don't know what to do, y'all. Yeah, it looks
But
terrible.
knowing that I'm supporting him, that's better than struggling.
Oh, mercy me. Anyway,
Tyler joining the military. That's
so,
concerning. I've heard a lot of stories. I know it's tough being a military wife. And
I
there's
went,
some isolation, and of course your
you know, I
family's
just said
not
forget
around.
it.
He wants to go
So
shoot
I went
guns
again this morning
and all this kind
and
of
thought,
stuff.
well, I'll try
But
another one. I was going
be
for the
around,
kids,
be
of
a
course, you know,
family.
they wanted something. So I tried the caramel crunch, which is like caramel and cinnamon or something like
I would
that.
like to
It was also
marry Laura
terrible.
before I leave for
I was
boot
like,
camp.
what the freak is going on? Why can't I find something decent at this place, you know? I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and do a full dip of this right here, seeing as how I can't make lines of any shape. And then I might just put some of this down one side or something. I don't know what to do. I'm so terrible at this. Well, my first attempt at color blocking was a no-go. Although I'm not going to give up. I will try again. I just got to find some way to make that stuff even. Now, I need to order me some washi tape. I've heard other people talking about washi tape is what they use, like thin washi tape. I need to find me some of that. But anyway, back to my story. And this right here, I will fix by like buffing, filing, and buffing and all that stuff. Because I have like a lumpy, crazy looking little mess going on there. I might just go on with this one over the full nail.
I mean, being in a teenage relationship is,
I'm sure, I don't know, guys. Don't know,
being
guys.
It's the stuff that comes with,
Anyway,
you know, being married.
so
At times where, you know, maybe
I'm
you like
looking
each
for
other so much.
recommendations
That
from
happens
you
to
guys
every marriage.
or anybody that can help me find something good to drink at one of these Starbucky Dunkin' Donut type restaurants. I'm going to go to the side here and brush these all off, okay? I prefer Dunkin'. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks, and there's not a Starbucks like super close to me. I go to Dunkin' more because there's one like around the corner. But I would love to get recommendation of some kind of iced coffee drink that is like really yummy. I'm not concerned with like the calorie counts or anything like that on it. Just something that's really yummy. I like to, you know, take them to work to sip on and stuff like that. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't want my coffee to taste like coffee. Coffee's bitter. I don't want that old bitter stuff. Wow, this pink is insane. Oh my god. Wow.
So you have our blessing.
Holy smokes, look at that. It's stained so bad. Oh, Lord. But I'll be able to get it off with, I'll take a little bit of alcohol or acetone or something when I get done and wipe my hands down. Lord of mercy. Ah, gosh.
I mean, not a lot, especially since I'm not working, but I'll
When your Manny goes wrong. What I was going to do, what my idea was when I started this Manny, was I wanted to make like a, you know, make that come down to a point right there, and I was going to do this color just on that part, like kind of like a French tip, but you know, the pointed kind. So, oh well. Was not successful, so we shall, oh, got a hair. We shall move on to plan B and hope it goes better.
I got it.
I'll take it.
You got it?
Make sure she's good. I'll get good.
Good, you hate being changed, I know.
So I brought my phone down so I could just kind of go. I mean,
How do you want to address it?
The baby's 5 days old, and Max finally decides to grace us with his presence and come over and walk in like everything is just great.
It's my first diaper change. I want to do it by myself.
this is something serious that needs to be addressed.
How do you want to do it?
Max is constantly making these cryptic excuses about where he's been and what he's been doing. And now we hear through the grapevine that he's got himself into a serious situation. And we are not going to allow him to pull Chloe and Ava down with him.
Hey, Chloe, we need to address something really quick. So, I got a text today from a friend that you just got arrested. Chloe hadn't even mentioned anything, so I was kind of like, what? So, like, you need to know these things.
Everyone's been asking me where's Max been, and I know what's going on with him, but I didn't want to tell my parents because I knew that it would end badly. Tell them.
Okay.
I have no idea if Chloe even knew about this or not.
I knew what was going on with Max's situation, but I didn't tell my parents.
If Chloe knows about it, obviously Chloe's
Well,
okay
if
with
I
it.
asked him about it, and you can, I'm not gonna explain.
I was drinking. I was drunk.
Let's
It was a
see
drunken
here.
mistake. That's the honest truth.
Oh gosh, I have made a huge mess. I'm gonna have to do a lot of like filing, buffing type stuff with this, but it's not the dip's fault, and it's not the the dip's great. It's my fault. I screwed up.
Like it was just it's a private.
But yeah, I've made some chunky spots, some part on my finger. I just made a mess this time, but that's okay. It can all be fixed with filing and buffing. You don't have to worry. Everything can be fixed with filing and buffing.
That wasn't mine.
Filing and buffing is a miracle.
Using a credit card that wasn't mine while I was drinking. My friend always uses grandma's credit card to like buy everything. And I ended up hanging out with him like late that night and we ended up drinking. The part where I made a mistake on was using his grandma's credit card because that wasn't my credit card. Like I should have thought like his grandma gonna find out. Like I wasn't thinking critical at the time. Like I know I messed up. And mugshot and the charges make the story look way worse than it really is. But when you get into the details, it makes you want to laugh. Like it's so stupid. I was hoping you guys wouldn't be so judgmental about it.
There's nothing for me to judge. I don't have time to judge you. I have a family that I have to take care of.
And so do I.
Thank you. It's the best thing you said all damn day. Amen, brother.
I'm trying to put all the bad things behind me.
This is your life.
Be honest with us, like, cause it's not like it's her. Like now, I'm like, what are you gonna do, Chloe?
Ah!
What if something happens? What if he has to go to jail?
I think they were shocked that we found out something or had an inkling of what was going on.
She knows that I find out everything, so it would have just been better to come from the horse's mouth instead of hearing it from a friend.
I've learned from my mistakes. I did a plea offer to get it down to a misdemeanor. I'm doing year probation. I feel like this is definitely like the ammo they needed just to try to ruin my relationship with Chloe.
I knew you were gonna downplay it, and I knew it didn't matter. It's always gonna get downplayed.
All I'm saying is I should have came to you and talked to you, right? But I was waiting for the right time.
Max, I'm doing everything in my power to bite my tongue.
Alright then, just bite your tongue then.
Excuse me?
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm
Excuse
just
me?
saying. Just bite your tongue then.
I'll be damned if I go into your house and tell your dad to bite his tongue. If he has the audacity to speak to me that way, in our home, in front of my wife, in front of my kids, I can only imagine how he speaks to her.
Just mistake after mistake after mistake. You gotta learn at some point, dude. You're not a kid anymore. You gotta learn.
As a father of a daughter, do you understand now how a father of daughters can be a little skeptical about the people that comes into their home.
If you feel uncomfortable with me coming in your house, do. Am I gonna want to be at their house? No. Do I even want to be around them after them saying this stuff? No. Like, they realize, like, alright, like, we don't like Max. We don't think he's the right guy for you. So we're gonna do anything we can to get you guys to break up before you turn 18. Because they know when she turns 18, then it's game over. Like, she's mine, and, like, they better shape up or they're not gonna see Chloe and Ava. Like, that's how it is gonna be, though.
I'll give you an ultimatum. If you break up with Max, we know that that's what's best, and we will help you in every aspect that you need. And, you know, if not, then there's no point. Why do it? If you're not going to break up with Max, why would we put ourselves through all of this to please you when you're not doing anything for us?
She needs to be the one that's got some soul searching to do.
I get to a point where I'm like, I don't need him. Like, we should just break up until he goes and fixes himself, and if he doesn't, then we don't have to get back together. But, like, I know I would be fine without Max. It's just I don't want to be without Max.
But I think that was a really dumb decision. Yeah, I did.
So here is this.
Life is 10 times harder. I feel like I'm stuck.
God, I got so much filing and buffing to do on this thing. Now, I did not do a second dip on this one. Because I didn't feel it was necessary. That's pretty full coverage. There's no gap spots or anything. But I could do a second dip. I don't think it needs it. But see, this one looks a little patchy. Oh, guys, this is turning into a disaster. This is turning into a disaster. I think I might do, let me put just a little bit. Only place I see is like right here that's kind of patchy like. So let me just do that right there. And let me dip in
You have to be
there.
totally sure about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Once it's canceled, it's canceled.
Yes.
Okay.
I obviously didn't want to break up with Kaylin, but I felt like it was the best decision for me and Timothy, because if we were to get married and break up, you know, at least now we don't have to go through divorce. And trust me, guys,
Okay, I'm going to activate these and file and buff, and I will return. Oh, I'm going to activate these, file and buff, and put on a gel base, sparkling coat, gel base coat, and cure it for 60 seconds. Then I'll be back. We will top coat together. Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm using my Appraise gel no wipe gel top coat. I forgot to press my little record button, so I have already top coated these. But I'm gonna do, oh mercy, I'm gonna do my cuticle oil, and I am using my Candy Skincare Salty Caramel Latte, which upsets me because, you know, I don't get a caramel latte because they decided to do away with the kind that I like. Isn't that my luck? But yeah, definitely let me know your recommendations for a yummy coffee drink I would like to try. I'd like to be able to go, you know, swing through the drive-thru and grab me one, you know, on my way to work, and I'll have it to sip on while I do my med pass, so I get me a little bit of caffeine, because I don't drink sodas, and I don't like energy drinks like Monster and stuff like that. I just think those taste really terrible. So, and I don't really do anything carbonated. Look at that, I'm getting this over. I've been trying to remember to do under right here. I've seen someone in their nail video do under right here, and I got to looking at my skin underneath there, and it really does get dry. I never really noticed that before, but it will be kind of dry and cracked looking. So I've been trying to remember to go underneath as well. So and this smells so good. This was from their fall lineup, but it smells so good. I like to use it anytime. And that just soaks in your skin so nicely. Alright. I'm gonna have to get me a wipe with some acetone. See that pink stain my skin right there? But it'll come off with some acetone, not a problem. Alright guys, so here is my beautiful pink and black, which are two of my favorite colors, especially when you put them together. So my pink and black mani. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.